So it's April 28th, 2019. It's the day before the opening Maine Spring turkey season. And we thought we'd go through a little bit of what we're planning to use and what our plan is for the morning. Because we already got a couple birds in plan for the morning, don't we? Mm-hmm. One that's more in particular for you, because you ain't shot a tom before. You shot a hen, you never had a chance to shoot a tom. But this hunt is more special for you. For what reason?
Because we've been hunting that bird for
about
30 years.
This year will be the third year we've hunted that turkey.
First time we've gotten involved with it, night before.
Yeah, what he said is the first time. Today is it's night before, and it's the first time we've ever gotten this turkey to gobble the night before the day opening. And every time we've gone out, this turkey never gobbled the day before. And every year we've gone up to the same spot at the start, and this turkey would gobble. And we'd go up the road, set up, and we thought the bird was coming. And he'd gobble and gobble and gobble for hours. And then just like the turkey goes dead. He never moved closer, but he always would just back away, like he got too spooked or something like that. And so because he gobbled tonight, I'm almost thinking we're planning on not to go up the road, because I think the way he roosts is he can see us. And if we go maybe into the woods more and get him around up a little bit closer to him, out of sight where he might be able to see us and set up on a net, and especially if we go in earlier than we usually do. I think the plan is, didn't we say?
I think we've gone in like half an hour before.
We've gone a half an hour before sunrise, but I think we're going to go in before shooting time now, which is going maybe 45 minutes early to get up there, and especially to see if he's gobbling first, and we'll do calls and get guys working in. And but the plan is that's what we'll do, and he's going to get first dibs.
And he says that.
Yeah, he's getting first. I say that. He thinks I'm going to shoot it on him.
Probably.
It's a big bird. We saw it. We did see it tonight. I think one quick glimpse of it. Looked like it got a pretty good beard on it, red and white head. So it's a decent bird. I think one with a red, blue, and white head that shows to be an older dominant bird, but it'd still be a good turkey for him to shoot for his first one. Well, first tom, per se. So I'm gonna let him talk about what he's using for a gun and what shot he's gonna be using for his. Kind of similar with the shot. It's little things a little different. So go ahead and talk about yours.
Well, it's a Mossberg 500 12 gauge, obviously, and we're both using, what are they, 3-inch?
Yeah, the 12 gauge, 3-inch, 5-shot, Winchester 5 shots. But the difference is, his is 1 3/4 ounce, mine's 1 7/8 ounce, which it's not really that much of a difference. It just, I think it depends on the shot weight or whatever.
The velocity is also different.
The velocity is also, yours is what, 1300, I think?
Yeah, yours 1210.
And mine's 1210, so it's a little bit of a differential between our shot. Mine's got a little bit of a higher ounce to it, his has got a higher velocity.
Well, and I'm using double X.
Double X. I forgot which one this one.
Super X.
Yeah, this one's a Super X. So got different loads, but he's got first dibs. We'll see what happens. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about a little bit about camo we use. So you want to go ahead and start talk about yours? Like what's your setup and what you use for camo?
Well, basically all I use is Realtree extra. Pretty much that's all my stuff is. Yeah, Realtree extra.
For me, because I've done turkey hunting a little more. This is what your third year actually going turkey hunting. You never really had. First year you only hunt half the day.
Yeah.
Last year was your first full day. It wasn't a real good day. Last year it was real. We only had one bird go in the morning, which is the one we're planning to try and get tomorrow again. And then we didn't have anything until later in the day when I shot the big tom last year, which you could have had a chance with, but you were too far behind me.
2 feet.
But you were also behind me. It was at a 45-yard shot.
Yeah.
Downhill on the run. And he's gonna have first dibs. I'm not gonna shoot it on him. I'm gonna be trying to get footage so you guys can see it. And I'm gonna have my gun ready just in case that happens to be another bird. But I've been doing it for years, so over the years I've kind of built up my camo preference and what I like to do. Mine is mostly mossy oak, which this is not the jacket I'll be wearing tomorrow. Mine's actually in the wash, getting clean right now. This will be mostly what he's wearing.
Tell him about your vest.
Yeah, I'll get into that in a minute.
You need to hurry up.
But most of mine is we got the gloves. He's got mostly Realtree. I got mossy oak. So all my camo, especially my coveralls, everything, they all match the same like camo, real dark with the pine spills, everything in it. And his is real. It's got a little more brighter color to it, but it's got a lot more oak pattern to it. A little bit of a different style to it, but what he prefers. I got what I prefer. Neither one works good because it's still a camo. Different style for masks. Yours is a little bit thinner color.
Yeah, but I don't know which one I'm using.
Yeah, he's not sure what he wants to use because he likes
it.
the nice tight mossy oak, and he's got the real loose flimsy real tree one. I go with the flimsy mossy oak.
Let me know which one you like better.
I don't know. I think this one's the best.
No, like I mean these two.
These two? What do you like? Do you like real tight to the face, or do you like one that's a little more flimsy? It breaks out your outline a little bit better. And do you like darker or the lighter color?
Lighter ones.
I prefer the darker just because my whole camo is dark.
I do too, but I don't like how it's so see-through.
But I don't know if it would really matter because you're gonna have like your jacket's gonna be built up, you're gonna have your hat down. Yeah, you should be fine. But another thing we're gonna be doing is with spotters. We do have a little bit of spotters. He's gonna have a monocle just for a little bit because we have a couple fields we're gonna hunt too, and so we can spot them a little bit easier. We'll be looking at stuff on the way by. I'm actually gonna be bringing a rangefinder because these guns, they're pretty good, 40, 45, 50 yards maybe. But I don't want to push the limits of what we're gonna be shooting with that. Like I did one last year with a heck of a shot. That one I did get, it was a lucky shot, and especially because it was 45 is what I believe we dialed it at, and it was downhill and the turkey was on a run. So it was kind of a lucky shot, and I don't want to push anything over 50 yards, even though these guns can probably do it. Next is what I'm going to be using for calls in the vest. Which the vest.
We don't even use calls, we use our mouth.
Well, yeah, I'll give a little demonstration of that. So what we're going to be doing, what I usually use, I carry a real tree turkey vest.
I don't carry
Not real tree, it's mossy oak.
He carries everything, I don't.
See, I got a little more experience in this.
I just don't want to carry them.
But you lazy.
And I don't know when I'm going to vest.
You're lazy. Well, eventually you will have a vest.
No, I don't have a vest.
Eventually you will. Eventually you will. You have all these calls. Because you're getting pretty good with your call, too. And what I mean by that is my call is everybody's going to use those diaphragm calls. Mine's so in particular is I use it with my vocal cords and my lungs. That's all I've used for the last 5 years, I think, hasn't it? Yeah. And I've got the tone to a point where it usually gets like bird gobbling pretty good. But sometimes after doing it for so long, my throat starts to get sore. Yeah. So I bring things like, I bring the box calls and the scratch pads, and I do bring the gobbler because it still works to help get those columns fired up. And this is my new vest. Last year, the ones I had prior, I didn't use. I had a different older style mossy oak vest. But this one, it's got the orange strap, little patch on the back, which can't come off. So when I'm hunting some turkeys, I'll see it. I'm going to take this off and put it in my pocket. Yeah. So when we do shoot a bird, we'll put it back on so we don't end up getting shot by somebody else. Yeah. We're trying to get the bird. And it's got the pad cushion on the bottom. You're going to be bringing one of my old cushions tomorrow. Bad boy. Yeah. He's going to bring one of my deer hunt cushions because he doesn't currently have one, but it's still going to work the same, just so he doesn't sit on the ground. Because I think it's supposed to be a little damp in the morning, but it's going to end up getting a little sunny. A little bit. 32. 32. It's a little cold, but it's actually pretty good because if it's a little misty and foggy, that's perfect for turkey conditions. And I'm not going to go through and dig out all the calls, but I got like my scratcher pad. Everything is over here. Just all my extra shells going to go. What else is in there? I got more shells in there. I got a couple of my older shells in there too. Got my regular box scratcher, my gobblers in this pouch up here, and my other little purr box is over here. And I got a couple of little gear things that'll be going in, like my glove, my knife, and all that. But the last thing on our list is decoys. We're gonna get into, which are my new decoys, which are a lot better than my old one. Remember my old one I had? It still worked, and there is a video of it on the channel. Yeah,
first turkey on the channel.
First turkey ever shot on the channel. There isn't a good video because at the time my dad was filming, and he's off in the pines. Like he can see me good, but you can't really see the turkey. You can see it after it's shot. You can't really see the turkey in the video.
Tomorrow, if we get one.
Tomorrow in the video, tomorrow you're gonna have good footage of the video. So you're gonna have a real good view of it, of the decoys, of the bird coming in, and you're gonna have some good gobbling footage and me calling. Speaking of which, I gotta do my call.
We also need to hurry because look at the damn intro. It's 10 minutes long.
So what? I have videos that are 30 minutes long, dude.
But that's not okay.
So the way my call works is you gotta take it like a real good breath deep in your lungs and use your voice. And it's better like you get real.
I can't do it.
Two hands.
I can do one.
Cup it and it echoes the sound. But it also works with one. So you get your gun and you're sitting down, you're ready to go. You can just put one hand up next to your gun and just give it the call. And the way it goes, I'm going to do one right now, is it's that worked for.
Kill us.
Well, that's worked for me for so many years, and unfortunately, I'll post some pictures of the old turkeys. 2 years ago when you went hunting with me for the first time, and you only hunted half a day, you missed out in the afternoon because me and my father
3 years ago.
Well, this will be 3 years ago this year.
Oh yeah.
3 years ago this year, but it'll be 2 seasons ago, 2 opening days ago.
Did you guys end up getting 3 that
Yeah,
day?
that day me and my father went out and finished hunting in the afternoon when he had to leave, and we ended up tagging out with 3 birds after having that one go dead on us in the morning.
Same one as we're talking about.
Same one we're going to. This will be the 3rd year. Tomorrow morning will be the 3rd year. And those 2, we went out. It was like in the middle of the day spot. It was a kind of a cloudy day, a lot of mist, misty, rainy. And we got this pull up to the spot, and it happened right when we pulled in. There was a tom right in the middle of the road. We were gonna walk down right there, and got him. And we got out, called him. He disappeared, but I got him gobbling. And we went to where he was, and we set up. The turkey ended up coming down the hill to us, to the decoy, and I shot him. Which I got his beard and stuff upstairs. I think it was about a 6-7 inch beard. It wasn't the biggest tom in the world. It was still between Tom and Jake age. And then my father, I went and put it back away, and now I'm just put the gun back in the truck. And we went down the trail more, and while my dad had already continued, he ended up shooting one down there. And I was like, hey, can I take your gun? He was taking his back, and I went up further, and I shot another one, which wasn't really big. It was maybe a 5-inch beard, but they were all close to the same size, all roughly in the same group. I was tagged up 3 that day, and I'll post a picture of it with 3 years ago tomorrow. When we shot those birds, and which you missed out on, which would have been nice to get you one, but we're going to try and do that tomorrow, which is a pretty big bird. We think it's probably got, what, an 11-inch beard? You think 11 inches? We'll go into the decoys now. What do you got there?
I forget, avian X feeding hen.
What it is, he's got the avian X feeding hen, and so the detail on this is a lot better than the one I had. It used to be, it was an old foam one, and I actually touched it up. I took a Sharpie and I touched up the colors on it, which actually worked. It actually worked pretty good. I got me some birds, and what I got here is I got the avian X strutter decoy. So it's
20% smaller.
20% smaller than the actual toms, and the beard when I got this thing was like that long. And it's
obviously not the size of Jake's beard.
No, it is not.
Close.
I would not. I don't feel comfortable with out of such a long, like a 8-inch beard for Jake. So I cut it back to a 2-inch beard basically. And we're gonna set these up. We're gonna put it in the proximity with this hen feeding. We'll put this one in the area too. When we went up to call tonight, the way this bird worked is I did one call. We didn't get nothing back. But we gobbled, and we still get nothing. But right after I did the gobble, I called one more time, and we got in that bird gobbled. So now he knows that there was another male bird in the area that was not mature, and that's what this is going to be. So hopefully this bird will see this guy and get a little more fired up. Because I've never had a tom decoy to use to fire up birds. I've only ever used hens. Which we're still going to bring tomorrow my old hen decoy, because might set up a situation where we get 2 hens in the area. One's not going to be as realistic as these 2, but it'll be something that's going to give eye appeal to another tom, you know. And he's working on his call, so he might get to do some in the morning a little bit. But goal is, what I'm going to do is get him a bird first before I get to shoot anything. And the plan is that we have 2 birds come in. The rule is,
he's on the left, he shoots to the left, I'm on the right, I shoot to the right.
Basically how it's going to go. And
if there's 3, left, right, both shoot.
Whichever way it goes,
if it goes straight, we're both going to shoot.
There's 3 birds, we have to have our shots in sync. No matter what, there's 2 birds, have our shots in sync. After we fire, whichever way the bird goes, this way or this way, depending on where you're sitting, the other person fires, if it's down the middle, we just both let a shell fly. And we'll just
flip a coin.
Flip a coin from there. And so basically we should be all ready to go in the morning. Probably be getting up around 4:15, 4 o'clock, you think? Because sunrise is 5:37.
You shoot at 5:07, right?
Shooting time will be 5:07, and we're gonna try and be in the woods. We're gonna be in the woods by 4:50, I think. Try to be, and hopefully we'll have a bird going, and we'll probably make a little video in the morning before we get going, and we'll get a spot. We'll probably get some footage from gobbling. Hopefully get a tom on video on the ground. So we'll see you then. So it's opening day of the Maine spring turkey season. It's about 5 o'clock, it's just before shoot time. We're about
5 minutes away from our spot where we're going. It's currently, I think it's about 33 degrees out. It's a little bit of a chill to it, but it's got a little bit of fog rolling through, so I think it's a pretty good morning. We get the bird. We already know where the bird's roosting up pretty good. I'm gonna try and get Brandon one today. This bird we're going for right now is gonna be for him. So it's hopefully gonna be a pretty good day. I don't know. I'm hoping that it doesn't go the way it has for the last 3 years, 2 years, 3 years today. But we're gonna see how it goes, and hopefully we can get a turkey down in the first couple hours a day. We'll see you then.
Pause it.
Yeah. Oh, there's 2 of them. There's a hen clucking in there too. Make sure he has a beard because there's a hen up there too. If a hen comes, don't make a move. He's in the tree. The hen's on the ground just to the left. He's up there. That hen's calling back to me. And that's getting him fired up. Can't get it right. Me and Brendan are currently both in shock of what has occurred in the last, say, hour and a half.
Yeah.
And
Time is
just going just after 6.
sitting here since 5.
And I can't believe it, but 3 years in a row that turkey has gone.
This year is like 50 yards away from us.
And this year, we made it further. We set up right. We did exactly what we wanted to do. We got up here, and we had set up. I was back on that tree right here. He was on this one over here, up against the pines. And that turkey he was going and going and going and going. And he was roosting maybe 50 yards right up there in those pines. And there was a hen just over here that was clucking. And I think another one started up just up near him, and one had flown in. We watched it fly up. And he was going and going, and we heard him come out of the roost. And he sounded like he was getting closer, but slowly. And then a friggin' tree fell down up there. A friggin' tree fell down. And for 10 minutes, he didn't call back. And then eventually when he did, he was like, he was probably going 200 yards away on the opposite direction from us. And we got him called a few times. And then he just went dead, and he just kept going the other way because he followed the hens. And I cannot believe it. That's 3 friggin' years in a row we've hunted that bird. And we know it's the same bird because every year he's roosted. Same friggin' trees right up in there. I ain't chasing him because he's going to take us right under the deep woods, and I know the woods, but I don't want to chase him way out there because we'll never get close enough to him. You know? So that's just the way it goes sometimes. We'll probably find another one this morning. It's still opening day of the turkey season for Maine, and we did get one turkey on the day, but I unfortunately didn't take any video of it because my boss, it's only 1 o'clock at the moment. My boss had messaged me to come into work today, so I had to cut the hunt short, and we only had a couple more hours, and I was like, you know what, screw filming and stuff. I got videos of gobbling and all this stuff, and you'll see it, and you probably will see it before this. But I said, you know what, we're going to stop filming, stop messing with the camera, and we're just going to focus on just finding a bird to get one on the floor. We had to end up having 2 come in, and what happened was we had 2 come in, and we had them going and going, and they were coming in, and they came in, they were one on the right, one on the left, and he wanted one on the right, even though I was on the right side. So I counted down. They wouldn't come anywhere near, closer than 45 yards away, and so I happened to, you know what, are you okay with that range? And he said yes, and we both pulled up. We each took a bird. On the count of that, went 1, 2, 3, shoot. We both fired at the same time. I had hit my bird. My bird went down. He had missed. It took off. I shot it once. He shot it 2 more times, and we did not end up getting the bird. We did get the one, which there will be photos of it after, because I did not get it on video because I was so focused on getting at least one bird on the day, where I had to leave for work here in about 20 minutes. So it's kind of how things work, and I was hoping to plan hunting all day. So there's a spot I wanted to go to in the night again, and things kind of change when and things have to go on with work, and got to switch things around, and kind of how it goes. But it's how can't do nothing about it. So either way, I hope you do enjoy the video. I didn't get no turkeys on camera. I did get some gobbling. We didn't get none on camera. I didn't get any getting shot on camera, which is a bummer once again. But hopefully we'll try and get some more, because I got one more tag I can do. I'm probably going to buy a New Hampshire state tag, go down there, and maybe I'll get Brandon on again. We'll go hunting one more time. So hope you enjoyed the video for what it was, and we'll see y'all next time.
So it's the night before. It's Sunday. I gotta start now.